We're at link. We wanted to show you how we created our amazing new website this year. Now, we know that having a great website is crucial because when we look at it, hey, it's just a relatively final video. YouTube Live is a great platform for hosting your live streams. But as with all live streaming, for best results, it's important to take a few precautions before switching live to prevent any unnecessary dropouts or dips in quality while you're live. In this video, we'll run through how you should be testing for any issues before switching live on YouTube, and the right settings to help you minimize the chances of any problems or dropouts while you're live. A regular YouTube video. If you're watching a regular YouTube video and your internet drops out for a second, or you lose some speed for a second, YouTube will automatically lower the quality for you, and you'll still be able to continue watching the video. But with YouTube Live, when you press that go button, you're committing to YouTube that you're going to provide a consistent video feed at a set quality and a set bit rate, which means that your internet needs to match that. The moment that you can't, or that your internet drops even slightly, then it's going to be less than ideal results for anyone watching. One of the features that helps YouTube Live really stand out, especially when compared to something like Facebook Live, is that it actually lets you set the quality of the stream that you want to broadcast. So Facebook Live is limited up to 1080p. Now in each one of those quality or resolution settings, there is anything from 240p right up to 1080p. Now in your resolution settings, there is a bare minimum of data that YouTube is looking to receive in order to provide you with a stable broadcast. So for example, with a 1080p stream, the minimum data that YouTube will be expecting from you is 3 megabits per second, which is the bitrate of the video file that you're encoding will be encoded at 3 megabits per second. So what that means is, in order for YouTube to be able to receive a 3 megabit per second video file from you, your upload speed needs to be at least 3 megabits per second in order to push that video file consistently to YouTube. So for a 1080p video, as we just said, the bare minimum that YouTube will expect for you, or your bare minimum bandwidth overhead, is 3 megabits per second, with the maximum being 6 megabits per second. So that means that YouTube won't use any more than 6 megabits per second, even if you've got insanely awesome internet. For a 720p stream, YouTube needs a bare minimum of 1.5 megabits per second and a maximum of 4 megabits per second. And for a 480p stream, YouTube requires a bare minimum of 0.5 megabits per second or 500 kilobits per second and a maximum of 2 megabits per second. If you're not able to meet that bare minimum speed, then you won't be able to push the consistent data through to YouTube, which means that you're going to be introducing things like dropouts, bad audio, or really, really bad quality. Now I hear people say all the time, that's fine, I've got really good internet, I've got 20 megabit connection, 50 megabit connection. Now that's all well and good, but that's normally in relation to the download speed, not the upload speed. What we're talking about here is upload speed. You're actually uploading the video stream to YouTube. In a lot of cases, your upload speed is actually way lower than your download speed. Fortunately, it's really easy to check your upload speed before going live on YouTube, and that will allow you to pick the right quality and bitrate settings so that you're minimizing the risk of any issues. So before you go live, head over to speedtest.net with 3 quick live stream potential mathematically. So make sure that you're well above your minimum threshold for your bandwidth. Most live streams today on YouTube are pushed out at a 720p resolution.
Hey, look at YouTube. What's the kids have a brand new video? My very first video on this channel was so a quick 15-second gameplay real quick and okay, so now you guys watch that video, let's get into OBS Studio. The stream's going, it's recording at the same time, so you go ahead and get that output file. Then if you want to stop streaming at some point, but you still want to do recording thing, go ahead and check this. So you can stop streaming and your recording will still go. Because when you click stop streaming, it actually stops the recording right away. So if you check this off, you can click stop streaming and it still will have your recording going. Next for stream, nothing yet. They click stop that output file, automatically record when you make the stream better. If you want to go ahead and change something in here, go ahead and change to the dark theme. I like it a lot more. Yeah, it's very bright and it's very ugly. I like the dark themes a lot better. Then if you want, go ahead and check this off. Automatically record when streaming. So when your stream's going, it's recording at the same time, so you go ahead and get that output file. Then if you want to stop streaming at some point, but you still want the recording thing, go ahead and check this. So you can stop streaming and your recording will still go. Because when you click stop streaming, it actually stops your recording right away. So if you check this off, you can click stop streaming and it still will have your recording going. Next for stream, nothing here that you want to go ahead and change. Just go ahead and pick your streaming service. If you don't see it there, click on show all services and then you should find it there. Next, for server, pick the closest one to you. I live right between Toronto, Niagara Falls, and Canada, Ontario, so I'm not going to go ahead and pick Hong Kong, and I'm not going to go ahead and pick Japan. Those are very, very far away. I'm going to have a very bad latency for those servers. So I'm going to go ahead and pick US East, New York, and Hawaii. That is the closest to me. Next is your stream key. Go ahead and get this on your dashboard on Twitch or whatever the platform you're on. Go ahead and save it here. Do not share this with anyone else, and then click apply. So now we're on one of the very important ones, output. We're actually getting to the real business now. So I'm going to explain my audio settings. when I drag my clip after I'm done streaming, I get that output file, like I said, this file right here, the automatic record when streaming. I get my file and put it into Sony Vegas. If I ever want to make any stream highlights or whatever other editing program you use, and when I drag it in there, I get my game audio and people talking and all the desktop audio on one track. And then on another track, I get strictly my voice. So if I want to cut the desktop audio out, I can have just the gameplay in just my voice. So how I've done this is I have the stream on audio track 1, then for recording, I have audio track 1 and 2, and then for audio, I have it named stream, game, and microphone. So track 3 is my microphone. Whenever I'm talking, this guy I am now. Track 2 is for the game audio for whatever game you're playing. And for track 1 is my desktop audio, so for music, for people talking on TeamSpeak or Discord, etc., etc. So if you want it to be just like that, where you have it on separate tracks, and then go ahead and put it into editing software, then go ahead and copy these settings down here. Now also, I went ahead and changed the audio bitrate. The default, I believe, is 160. I went ahead and bumped it up to 192. And I went ahead and bumped it up for every single one. The ears really can't recognize the difference, but I want to go ahead and try and get this stream to have the best, so I'm going to put it on 192. So yet again, audio track 1 for the stream, recording 1 and 2, and for audio, go ahead and copy down just like that. And once you go ahead and drag and drop your file into Sony Vegas or whatever editing software you use, your microphone, your game, and desktop will all be on separate audio tracks. With the NVEC, you're going to see a little bit more of a gamma change. It's going to be a little bit darker, and when you're in darker areas, there's not going to be much pixelation. But with the 264, overall, it's just going to be a little bit better. But when you're in darker areas, you're going to have a little bit more. It's going to be even darker in the screen, and you're going to have a little bit more of pixelation. So it's up to you what you want to use. I use 264 for the games I play because I was playing Call of Duty and stuff like that earlier, but now I go ahead and I'm really getting into Miscreate and Overwatch. Those games are a lot more bright, so I go ahead and use the X264. I do not use the rescale output. A lot of people say to go ahead and use this. I do not like to use the rescale output at all because I want my stream to be outputting, no matter what, I want it to be outputting 720p. That's what I like to go ahead and shoot for. Now for rate control, there's multiple ones you want to use, but the safest one is constant bitrate. So your computer, your internet, your stream is going to be constantly trying to make sure that it stays at 3500 or 3.5 megabits per second. So make sure you're on constant bitrate. If you kind of want to be a little bit more, I don't know, if you kind of want to risk it, you can have a variable frame rate, which is going to bump it up and down. So in certain areas, it's going to go.
Yeah, welcome back again. This is MJ, and here I'm going to show you how to watch live cricket matchups in your phone. So you don't need to install the phone. So tap on your browser, and in the browser, just type the smart kit like this. I'll show you.